Welcome back here to Airtox Dominance FC 3.0. We are having a stacked main card, and it's gonna be a beautiful fight coming up very, very soon. But guys, this is our 6th fight we are still waiting for. What are you looking forward to?
I mean, there's so much to like here, but I think I gotta say, Jon Palm against Seyamand Rida. Palm is, you know, he's 2-0 already in ADFC. One as an amateur, one as a pro, and he just has so much potential. He's got that solid martial arts background. He can really go places, and I like that he's getting a good, solid test now as well.
Yeah, we got also at the main event, Janus Olsen, newly signed ADF fighter. Was signed to MMA Gala and was close to get the title shot, but got pulled out of a fight and is now signed to ADF. This one is a fight to look out for. We got 2 fighters with the same record, 4-0 I believe, both coming to get a 5th win.
Yeah, we also have Promeny coming back after his loss last time, so that's also interesting to see where he is after actually a pretty heavy defeat. So let's see if he can bounce back. But first, we have Seyamand Rida against Kostas Bozidis from Greece coming up.
Yeah, an interesting matchup there. No Danes involved in the equation, but I think we can still get a very, very good fight despite that. Kostas Bozidis, he's like an all-or-nothing fighter. You know, he'll go out on his shield. You know, he'll leave everything inside there, and he'll either leave with his shield or be carried out on it. That's the kind of fighter he is, like a true Greek Spartan. And then, so of course, Seyamand Rida. He's represented actually the Iraqi amateur MMA team several championships, and he's very well credentialed, based out of Norway though. And you know, I'm excited to see him make a move to pro.
Yeah, so let's hear what the 2 fighters have to say about the fight coming up.
Many people say I'm like Cobra, you know, I hold into them.
My fighting style will be gorilla. It's wild.
I go right away into the fight. I do my thing, and I begin the fight with my stuff. I don't think about my opponent, like smash him. I like to start the fight right away.
So my opponent, he will think he will have an easy fight, but it will not. I will surprise him.
If he wants to get knocked out, I knock him out. If he wants to get choked out, I choke him out. Whatever he likes, he gives me, I will take it.
I will win, and I hope I will fight in the next event too.
Don't blink, it's gonna be a big explosion. Boom.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have some smashing in the first fight here now, or the second fight of our main card. Kostas Bozidis against Seyamand Rida.
Yeah, an interesting matchup, and Bozidis representing All-Star Spain, which is really growing into one of the premier gyms in Spain right now, headed under Reza Madadi, former UFC fighter. And Bozidis was actually supposed to face Marco Birk at the first DFC.
And now we're gonna have Kostas Bozidis entering the octagon. And this is our first pro fight of the night.
Absolutely, so we're skipping the shin guards, moving down to 4-ounce gloves, elbows and knees to the head allowed. And basically, statistically, many more finishes as well.
Definitely, and probably also more blood than we've seen so far. We've seen a headbutt in the prelims that cut somebody up, but now it's really danger. No shin pads. Gloves, much lighter. It hits much harder, and I'm really looking forward to this stacked main card that Mark Omas, the president, has set up for us.
Yeah, Bozidis, he's been competing as a pro since June of 2022, has yet to score that first pro win, but he seems very confident heading in here. I'm sure that, you know, the people that he trains with also gives him quite a bit of confidence. I mean, the likes of Baisangor Makayev, Sahil Siraj, and many others. And it looks like he's borrowing a coach from the Swedish Pancrase team as well. The brother of Hallen Zangana. He is, however, coming off of a TKO loss to Afrim Taki in May of last year. Afrim Taki, who we saw at the previous ADFC event, get defeated by Marcel Tartarian.
Yeah, he also coming in with a record 0 wins and 4 losses. What does that mean coming in here? You know, you haven't won yet, and you know that also have to take something out of your confidence when you're entering the octagon once again, still looking for the first victory.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's an uphill battle. Records definitely matter when you make the move to pro as opposed to amateur, where it's more really about experience and, you know, development. So I'm sure he feels that he's got his back up against the wall, but I also don't think he would have taken this fight unless he was sure that he could win it.
Well, nobody walks in the cage with the intention to lose. They all come to win, of course. But it's gotta wear you down on your confidence if you can't get the win yet. But we just seen Mikkel Emil with a record of 0 and 10, fighting like he had a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And now, next fighter entering the octagon, the Norwegian Seyamand Rida. Let's see, he'll get some Scandinavian love from the Danish audience.
I mean, the production on this event truly is something else. I mean, look at this. This is the atmosphere, the lighting, everything is on point.
Yeah, the big screens that everybody can watch the walk-in from the fighters coming from the back. Wow. Taking straight out of the biggest productions ever from the UFC. Mark really ups this for every single event he makes. He makes everything 10 to 20% better.
And again, some great amateur experience for Seyamand Rida. Perhaps most impressive was when he competed in the 2024 Asian Championships representing Iraq, where he got a bronze medal, losing in the semifinals to Gimbat Magomedov. For those who don't know, Gimbat Magomedov is one of, if not the most accomplished athletes to come out of the IMAF Championship. So, you know, a loss to him, it's truly nothing to hang your head in shame over. And of course, has competed in the 2022 World Championships, 2023 Asians as well. He is a BJJ blue belt and was actually supposed to fight Abdullah Ali Amer in this contest. So, you know, he's also prepared for a different style of opponent.
Yeah, and that can really break up your preparation, you know. You're thinking you're fighting one fighter, you're preparing, you're training in a specific way, and suddenly you're entering the octagon against maybe a totally different style of fighter. So that's also going to be interesting, but he's ready.
And these two are staring each other down. You can feel the tension between these two.
But let's have the presentation from our ring announcer, Sebastian Bull.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second fight on the main card. This will be a lightweight fight sanctioned by the Danish MMA Federation with a weight limit at 70 kilograms. There will be 3 minutes on the clock through 5 rounds. And now, it's time to meet our fighters. In the blue corner, he fights his 5th fight tonight with 4 defeats. He weighs in at 70.2 kilograms and was measured at 175 centimeters. He fights out of All-Star Spain and represents Spain, Kostas Bozidis. And now, in the red corner, he fights his first pro fight for us tonight. He weighs in at 70.5 kilograms and was measured at 175 centimeters. He fights out of Frontline and represents Norway, Seyamand Rida. Our 3 judges scoring this contest in the octagon side are Jakob Pusara, Thor Sandberg, and Kasper Møller. The referee in charge of the octagon is Mikkel Birk Olsen.
All right, here we go. Greece's Kostas Bozidis in the blue corner. Norway's Seyamand Rida in the red.
And Seyamand Rida looks really ready. The same does Kostas Bozidis.
Yeah, chomping at the bit, looking to get this fight started.
And we have
no
3
touch of
rounds
gloves.
5 minutes. Pro fight number 1 of the night.
Oh, connection there from Bozidis right away. Oh, and a jab lands as well. And that's the thing, I mean, making the move.
Oh! Big right hand from Rida.
And also taking Bozidis down at the same time. Good move from the Norwegian.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he should have the grappling advantage, even though he is a good all-round fighter. And let's see there. Okay, retention of half guard there for Bozidis. But I do suspect that Rida will try to advance position and get out of here.
Yeah, the referee watching if there is some catching the defense.
Okay, back up to his feet is Bozidis.
Good work from Bozidis.
Great work from Bozidis.
Yeah,
and
we hear a
interesting, he's
lot.
not disengaging.
No, a lot of coaching from both sides. Bozidis is getting taught, use your legs, use your legs.
Rida got the bottle, he just opened up. Trying to do a snap down.
Good, use
delivering some knees to the head.
Yeah, that's a welcome addition. Knees to the head here in the pros.
Yeah, and 2 hard elbows.
Great knee to the body from Seyamand Rida.
Lead hook just kind of glances there for Bozidis.
Oh, good right hand. Really mix it up well.
Rida looks sharp.
Yeah, he has some great boxing.
Succession of 3 straight rights right down the pipe.
Oh, another jab.
Oh, forces a takedown.
Yeah, Bozidis is in danger.
And look, now it's Rida going from a takedown. Single leg with a head on the inside.
I'm sure that's smart. Like, he really has Bozidis with his back to the fence. He's really controlling him with the striking. Why not just keep on going instead of spending energy on trying to get the takedown? Do whatever works.
Yeah, I'm also a little bit surprised. I mean, that right hand, it was like a heat-seeking missile. He was just landing it with, I mean, almost at will. Here, I mean, if Bozidis was a little shaken from it, he's getting time to recover.
Yeah, and also drains Rida a little bit from you know, energy. It's tough to try to get a pull and get a takedown. He's really working hard for it. Good defense here from Bozidis.
Yeah, I mean, the proper single leg defense, putting the foot on the outside. Lands a left hand there as well. And a jab. And I don't really like the body language of Bozidis, how he's constantly backing up against the cage.
Looking like he's searching for a takedown.
Very wide stance as well from Bozidis.
Oh, now Rida goes for the takedown and gets it done.
Oh, that was a heavy heart. Right hand.
Right here in front of our broadcast position, Rida passes to side control. And almost in a kind of 3/4 mount position, but he...
It's also tough to do anything here. Like, you don't have, as you said earlier on, Sebastian, there, it's tough to get a submission. The cage is against you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it depends like what you want to accomplish. If you want to go for ground and pound, pinning them up against the cage, not a bad idea, though they can also use it to wall walk. Now you see there, Bozidis used the cage to get back up.
Rida shooting again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good defense here from Bozidis. Wide stance, making it tough for Rida to get the takedown.
Nice job. Got an underhook.
Yeah, Bozidis fighting well in the defense, but hasn't produced a lot on the offense.
It is still working for that takedown. Almost get it. Bozidis keeps standing up.
10 seconds left of the first round.
Right hand from Rida.
And some of these shoulder shots that we saw first time from Conor McGregor against Cowboy Cerrone, that really worked well for him. And actually been more and more popular where they try to, when you have there like a close clinch, try to pop them a little bit with the shoulder.
Yeah, and I like that creativity, you know. Just the wider your arsenal is, the more opportunities you have. I mean, there's absolutely something to be said for like specializing certain techniques, but you know, if you don't try some new stuff, then you might be closing off what could be a new favorite.
A good first round here from Seyamand Rida in his debut as a pro fighter. He also has great coaching in his ring.
Yeah, you got to think that Coach Jack Helmansson very happy with what he's seeing so far. He has actually said of Seyamand Rida that he is, quote, a great all-round fighter with a great amateur career and lots of experience.
Yeah, even though it's his first pro fight, he's been here many times before.
Rida looks eager to get into the fight.
Mouthpiece, yeah.
He forgot the mouthpiece.
That's how eager he was to get back into action. Talk about fighting spirit, huh?
Yeah, ready to fight without the mouthpiece. And Rida again, moving forward, pressuring Bozidis backwards all the time. And that's also something the judges are looking at, the new scorecards. How much pressure is there?
Bozidis throwing haymakers.
Oh,
slipped.
Somewhat telegraphed takedown attempt there.
Yeah, got stuffed easily. But Rida keeps going for the takedown. Switch to a single leg takedown and gets it done. Bozidis right back up.
I'm sure that Rida has drilled the defense for it several times, but one of the dangers with shooting in a single leg like that is the potential for a guillotine or ninja choke. As we saw with Bryce Mitchell against Gene Silva, for example.
And now we're seeing what you talk about. Bozidis with the back up against the cage, making it hard for Rida to take the back completely.
Yeah, and
but
also
it seems like he has one hook in right now. Looking for the other, he almost got it.
Yeah, now he's really carrying all the weight of Rida. That's hard for the legs, really draining the legs of Bozidis. Has to really carry all of Rida's weight.
That being said, neither fighter doing a whole lot to like change the position right now.
Couldn't the referee maybe separate them here?
I wouldn't do that right now because he got the dominant position right now. So separating the fight now would be a huge advantage for Bozidis.
Oh,
he locked in the rear naked choke. Seems like it's not under the chin.
Bozidis defending correctly, attacking the other arm that's not under the choke, not under the chin. And there is a potential for Bozidis to spin and turn into Rida and end up on top.
Rida still searching for that rear naked choke.
But good defense again here from Bozidis.
Staying on the back.
Really stayed composed in tough situations.
Landing some strikes there. He's got to be careful about not striking the back of the head, though.
Exactly. You have to be touching the ears if you're hitting around the back of the head.
Rida looking for that rear naked choke once again. Doesn't have quite the position.
But really dominating this second round.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's also something that counts. Even though he maybe doesn't get the submission, he really winning this round by a margin.
Yeah, I mean, it's one-way traffic, and Rida's in the driver's seat. What can you say? It's I mean, right now we're seeing is a very defensive position for Bozidis. And there's some good ground and pound, but heavy elbows from the Norwegian.
He's trying
to isolate the arm here.
Yeah,
Let's
really trying all different kind of submissions here, Rida. But not rushing anything here. Like, he's trying to find the right situation where he can come in and get the submission, or even moving around. Using his forearm to push Bozidis down to the canvas with his head.
And it's going to be very tricky for him to get the rear naked choke because he's being obstructed by the cage like that. So,
but he does a good job here just to keep on pounding, keep on controlling.
Rida isolated one leg of Bozidis right now, making it hard to come up. Oh, he got up.
Oh, is that under?
Knee to the face from Rida. And shoots for another single leg takedown. Switching for the double leg, back to the single. And back to the double leg, trying to connect his hands.
Now 20 seconds left here after the second round.
well, the defense for Bozidis holding up so far anyway.
Yeah, and that was the second round. Another very, very dominant second round to Seyamand Rida, who is, without any hesitation, up 2 rounds to none. And Bozidis doing great in his defense, not giving up any kind of submissions, but he's been close a couple of times, but slipped out and doing well there. But he needs to do more in the third round. He needs to seek the finish somehow, even though it's hard to see how he should do it. Maybe go Hail Marys and hope for the best, you know? We are a pro fight. One hit can finish the fight.
Yeah, I mean, for as much good there is to say about his submission defense and general grappling and takedown defense, and there's a lot, at the end of the day, defense isn't what wins you fights. It's what keeps you in the fight.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he needs a finish. Make no mistake about it. Oh, we got to get the chair out of our guys. Blue corner, please.
They're giving him some more time. It could also be a tactical.
This isn't a WWE, okay? We don't want any chairs inside the cage.
The guys are ready for the third and final round here.
We got Rida coming forward.
Lead left hook there for Bozidis amounts to nothing. And Bozidis, he has had some good combinations on the feet, but they've been kind of few and far between. He just hasn't been able to settle into his kind of rhythm and his kind of fight.
Also, Rida been shooting a lot of takedowns, making it hard to box.
Now Bozidis tries a takedown. Let's see what Rida has on the defensive side. He's been the one taking the charge in the 2 first rounds. Now he's against the cage.
It's kind of a risky play by Bozidis because, you know, he needs a finish. I'm pretty sure his corner knows that as well. And this approach, you know, it's killing a lot of time, and I'd say he needs every second that he has afforded to him to try and get the finish. And right now, it's like 50-50 trading positions.
Yeah, he has to get either the submission or the knockout.
Yeah, he's almost having the back of Rida.
They're holding on to that front leg.
And now is Bozidis. That's with the back against the fence. Good work here from Rida.
With the body lock, taking down Bozidis once again. Staying on top, delivering punches.
Yeah, I think if he keeps on, punching. Maybe hammer fist here from the other side. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I do think that Bozidis will regret trying to go for the takedown in the, just earlier, where I think he probably had a better chance on the feet. I think that, Rida, he's kind of proved himself to be the better grappler out of these two.
Yes. Locking up both legs of Bozidis now.
That's a tough spot to come out of.
He's basically Khabibing him.
Yeah, totally.
Looks like he's trying to angle him away from the cage.
Yeah, get him all flattened out, back to the ground.
It looks like a very experienced fight from Rida. Remember, this is his first pro fight. I know he has a lot of amateur fights, but he looks really, really experienced. Doesn't go for too much. He knows that he's in control. He had the 2 first rounds. Doesn't give up any chances for Bozidis here to do anything damage to him.
Rida posturing up, delivering some hard punches.
I think we need to see more urgency from Bozidis. Like in those kinds of scrambles, he needs to explode.
Yeah, he has to do something.
Got.
Yeah, at least try. Try to see if with 1 or 2 explosions. I don't know how much he's left in the tank, but that's what he needs to try. Get away from Rida and go all gonzo. Just put everything on one card.
Or he might have just, have surrendered to just trying not to be finished at this point.
That's true. Rida doing a great job maintaining top control, heavy pressure.
This is maybe not what the audience want to watch. They want to watch fights like we saw before with Kasper Hansen, big knockouts, big shots. But this is also a huge part of the MMA, controlling our opponent.
Okay, back up to his feet is Bozidis. Final minute of the final round. I mean, we have seen crazier things than MMA, right? We've seen fighters come back from, being down 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So, truly anything can happen, but you've got to make it happen as well.
Yeah, the Yair Rodriguez finish on the last second was crazy against the Korean Zombie.
I mean, if you'd seen that in a movie, you'd say that's too unrealistic.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. The last second of the last round, come on. But it happens.
Rida staying in the side control. But got his arms stuck between the legs of Bozidis.
It's basically a crucifix
position. Oh shit, he
Yeah.
ended up in a crucifix position right now. He gotta watch out. 10 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, there was ample opportunity for elbows from Bozidis.
Yeah. Bozidis had his chance here in the end, but wasn't enough. And looked like a very clear win from Rida. But let's see. It's going to be up to the judges how they scored this fight. But for me, he dominated from the first second to the last. Very good pro debut from Seyamand Rida.
Yeah, I mean, he seems a little bit disappointed. I think he probably wanted the finish. In the pre-fight video, he talked a big game. I'll finish him how I want to, knockout or submission. So I'm sure he wanted to live up to that hype a little bit. That being said, he passed his test with flying colors.
Definitely.
He dealt with a very experienced guy on the pro scene, and completely picked him apart like a badly put together Lego set. So.
What do we have? Our ring announcer Sebastian Bull ready with the winner. So let's toss it up to Sebastian Bull.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, Seyamand Rida.
Yeah, just as we thought, Seyamand Rida took the unanimous decision. He was the better fighter. Great fight here from Seyamand Rida. Very beautiful and nice debut as a pro fighter. And now we're gonna have him talk to our host, Camille Ottesen.
Congratulations with the win, Rida. Your first pro fight. How does it feel?
First of all, I will say hello to Denmark. You are amazing, guys. I'm so sorry. I tried so hard to make it like entertaining, but I don't know what happened. My first fight, so I promise next time I'll do better. I'm not proud of this performance.
Why are you not proud of your own performance?
You know, I want to like make knockout something fun, you know, talk. But when you are in there, it's something else. You just think about go. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you have a nice day without this fight.
I think you did pretty good. But how was it to fight here at this arena at Dominance?
It's so amazing here. I love you guys. Thank you to Mats. He's so good to me, finding me fights. So many people pulled out, but Mats still can continue. I am happy to be again amongst you guys. Thank you so much.
So we will see you again.
100%. I will come back. Next time I will get the finish. Thank you guys so much. I will say thank you to my sponsors, Fighter. Thank you to my team, Jack Monster, Frontline Academy, Assad, Bishi Kurdistan, Allahu Akbar. Woo!
Congratulations so much. Give it up. Oh.
I cannot go without saying this. We need to legalize MMA. Mats, where are you, brother? Bring Dominance MMA to Norway. Come on, brother, let's do it. Legalize MMA.
It seems like you are ready for another fight. Congratulations and enjoy your victory, your first one.
Very, very honest. Seyamand Rida wasn't happy about the way he won. He wanted the finish. He made a lot of tries to submission, tried to KO, but didn't get it. He still got the win. He has to be happy about that, and he said he wants to be back. And I feel that he has something to show. He will come back, definitely for sure. I'm sure that Marco Madsen wants to see Seyamand Rida back on the main card here again at Airtox Dominance FC.
Definitely. Even though he didn't get the finish, it was a great performance.
Yeah, and it wasn't for lack of trying. I mean, he was trying to go for a rear naked choke. He was going for ground and pound. But also, I mean, even though he has a lot of amateur experience, I do think that the move to pro, this kind of stage, I do think it, you know, probably affected him a little bit. It's, you know, it's you can imagine it, you can go through it in your head, but actually doing it, it's a different story. So, I mean, I kind of understand what he means.
Yeah, here we're seeing some highlights from the fight. He was really staying strong, pushing Bozidis backwards. Nice right hand, took him down afterwards. And actually, that was just the 10 seconds of the fight. So he started strong, and that was actually the picture of the whole fight. He was dominating. He was keeping Bozidis against the cage most of the time. Unfortunately for him, couldn't get the finish, but still got the win.
Well, 1-0 as a pro for Norway's Seyamand Rida.
Yeah, talk about Norway. We have another fight coming up. It's going to be the Norwegian Mohamed Zareh against Bulgarian Veselin Dimitrov. That's the next fight on our main card. But we're going to be back after a short commercial. Then that will be our next fight, ladies and gentlemen.